So then he says, I gotta take a picture of you. I said, you gotta do what? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are all making money work for you and not working for the money, of course. What I do want to talk about is how you guys, because this has came up throughout the week, can start phone flipping, but start doing it to consumers or locally, right? Let's just say you somebody that just got started, you don't got enough money for a price list, you don't got enough money to start selling to a buyer, which in my opinion, if you don't have enough money to start selling to a buyer, that's an issue. And there should be some type of we got to have priorities, right? So the way that I view it is that when it comes to flipping these devices, you definitely can and should be flipping to consumers as well. What I like to use is Offerup. I'm here to show you guys conversations from today, and this happens every day, but I wanted to do it where you guys actually saw it on a day, the exact day that I do go live. So right now, I have these iPhone 13s black. Right now, how did I get these? I got these from a wholesale seller. So when we talk about wholesale sellers and what is a wholesale seller is somebody that posts things like this, a sealed box, right? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be in a car. It's going to be on a bed. It's not going to be too professional, right? So I'm not saying this person is a wholesale buyer, but I could click on here and I could see if this person is, and I can tell you for a fact that this looks like he's a wholesale buyer. Why? Because number one, he has the Apple Watch Ultra, he has the AirPods Max, he has the 15. But the only thing that is sort of kind of disturbing, or it looks a little weird, is the pricing, right? Now this is an iPhone 15, and it should not be priced this high. So if he was a wholesale seller, he wouldn't list it this high. But if we look at iPhone 15, I like to look at the most recent phone model to find a wholesale seller, right? And the reason I like to look at the most recent is because that's the phones they attack, if that makes sense. Hey, Andy. What's up, Andy? Andy always comes through, man. What's up? I hope you're having a good one. How is the family? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is good, man. I hope you're in well health as well. So I like to look at the most previous model, right? So when I look at the most previous model, I'm already seeing a whole bunch of boxes that are closed or enclosed. Now, this looks like a wholesale seller. Why? Because this person still has a sealed box, right? So you have to remember, wholesale sellers don't usually open the boxes. They sometimes have open boxes, sometimes they don't. All right. And you have to understand also that when you meet up with them, to make sure you open the box. Okay. Because this can very much be a scam. Okay. Let me look at this. Let's see. Yeah. And then if you look, it says he joined January 2019. So like, I personally don't think this would be, but I'd still open the box. But again, look how it's in the car. So a lot of wholesale sellers, they sell the phones and they usually don't have any more posts, or if they do have posts, it's of other electronics that they didn't mark as sold. But those are how you find wholesale sellers. So that's how I got my iPhone 13 Pro Maxes. I brought a lot of them. So what I did was I ended up getting about 24, a lot of 24, I believe, from this one young gentleman. And now what I want to show you guys is how I am selling them. So it's taken me probably about 4 weeks to sell all of the iPhone 13s. Okay. Now I want to do the math for you guys because that's important, right? So every 4 iPhone 13s, I paid $180. So 24 divided by 4. Okay, so that's 6. So 6 times 180. It wasn't 180. It was like 170 something. But I just want to. Whoa. It was like 170 something. 180 times 6. Wait, no, I didn't pay that much. Hold on, I'm trying to think. 1 second, y'all. Let me think. How much did yeah. I'm tripping. One is because I didn't pay 180. All right, but if okay, we just gonna round it to this. It was lower than this. It was like 1,040 something, but it's okay. Let's just round it to that. Now, I got these phones, and when I got the devices, I immediately listed them. Okay, I listed them on Offerup, but I didn't list all of them. I listed one, just one. Okay, that's all you got to do is list one, right? Just list one phone. This is the listing, of course. As you guys see, I put the IMEI. It's still sealed. But every time I met up with the individual, I opened the box every single time. Now, I even opened the box before they even brought it. I have video of a couple of the meetups because I'm preparing another video for you guys because I did record a few meetups and a few techniques that I use, so you guys can try to use them as well. And yeah, so it sort of kind of was beneficial, but I want to get back into the math of it, right? So 1,080, right? But every phone I'm selling or trying to sell for at least 350. I've sold a bunch for 350, but if I was to sell all of them for 350, it would have turned into 84, right? And I've only spent 1,080. But that's not how the perfect world goes. Sometimes you want to sell faster, sometimes you want to sell and just push it out because it's taking a while. Because yes, when you're selling to consumers, it takes longer than it would a buyer, of course. Now, I could have just sold these to a buyer, and I believe the buyer would be giving me like around this amount. You know what I mean? So that's a huge difference, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to wait. Okay, I think that it's important as individuals, in general in life, to be patient, but also as sellers to be patient to a certain extent because you want to maximize your return and your profit. Okay, you want to, especially now when people are getting their tax money. Tomorrow's tax day, so I believe that's the last day for them to do their taxes. So you want to be patient. Trust me, you want to just be patient. If you're not patient and you don't got it in you, you can go ahead and sell it to a buyer, but that's not going to get you the most money with this model. So I just wanted to, for all of my guys out there that are scared of losing sales, that don't know how to negotiate, and for all the people that are excellent at it, I have a few examples. Okay, so this person hits me up at 8:42 a.m. I hit them back at 8:43 because I'm right at it. Okay, I wake up and I ain't tripping like a transmission. I'm getting to the money. Okay, so at 8:42, person hits me up 150. I said no, thank you. Did I try to negotiate? Did I try to say, oh, dude, like, yeah, this is an iPhone 13 and this is like the best phone possible? No. Okay, I'm not, and I don't want you guys to like insinuate, oh, well, you're not pressing for the money because you have money, or because you don't need to sell it. I do need to sell it and I need money. Okay, so it's not that I'm just like, oh, I'm just too high. No, I'm just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I want to sell it. There's an urgency, there's a sense of urgency just as much as it is with anyone, but I can't let the person see that, right? So the person says 150. I said no, thank you. Like, I didn't have any rebuttal. I didn't do anything. Yes, Andy. Yeah. I can't read all of your comments because they're pretty long. And I'm going through this, but I will get to you. I got you. No, thank you, he said, right? So I said, he says I could do more if it was unlocked. Okay. If it was unlocked, right? Now, mind you guys, when I met up with this person, what he was saying was completely the opposite of what it was, but we'll talk about that, right? I know that some people create a facade online to try and just get what they want, and that's the reason why I'm very, very keen on not settling for anything different, right? I don't settle for nothing. I don't settle. You're not gonna catch me settling for nothing. So I say I do this phone flipping daily. $150 isn't the market value for locked. Again, no thank you. LOL. That's all I said, right? I didn't want to come off as rude, but I also wanted to come off as stern. I wanted to come off as somebody that understood my value, right? You have to understand your value, and you have to also understand the value of whatever you're trying to sell, okay? And stand firm on it. Some people crack, and some people they want money so bad that they let money run them. I don't let money run me. I run money, okay? So it's just about understanding why you have to stand firm, okay? So next, can you take 175 instead? So he sent that. I did not respond, because when I said no thank you, I meant it. And what I mean by I meant it is I literally said no thank you because you already told me and showed me that you don't believe that my phone sealed. Understand this, guys. Look at the post. Okay, I'm not hiding anything. Okay, I'm not hiding anything. Nothing is being hidden. Nothing. Okay, nothing's being hidden. All right. So, boom. I'm like, no. Okay. What's your alternative price? Oh, then I said no thank you. Then he says, what's your alternative price? Now, once he said that, I already knew I won. Okay. Once this person says, what is your alternative price, or what is the price that you'll take, I already know I won. Now, I do need to start making more videos on negotiations. I've been a bit burnt out. And I'll talk about that towards, the middle of this whole live. But guys, this comes really easy to me. I don't know why, but like, I do close on a lot of my deals doing what I do like this, but it doesn't work for everybody, and I understand that, right? Like, I have to sympathize, and also I have to let people know that just because I'm coming off as blunt and also not as needy doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for you. But one thing I will say is not allowing somebody to know they have leverage is always going to work in your favor. So even if you don't use the verbiage or the words, or you don't, respond in the exact way that I am, you can utilize these techniques that I'm showing you to put it towards your game or whatever approach you have. Okay. So what is your alternative price? I already knew from that point I won. Now, why didn't I say 350? Why didn't I say 300? So the reason I did not say 350, the reason why I didn't say 300 is because I understood that, see, now that I am the person in control and have the leverage, I don't want to overstep, right? Because I understood that if I was to say 350, if I was to say 300, I would be at that point probably pushing it, right? So I honestly jokingly said 250. Like, I lied to you guys not, because I didn't care. And what I mean by I didn't care is because when he messaged me and he said 150, I already knew. I'm like, all right, whatever, right? So I said 250 jokingly in my head. But he was like, please take 200. That's what I can afford. That was at 856. Okay. At 856, he said, take 200. I am a grown ass man. Okay. I am a grown man. Now, what I mean by that is whether I'm in a store, whether I'm online, don't ever in your life, after I tell you a price, try to lowball me or try to change it. I said what I said, and my price is my price. You respect it or you don't. But if you don't, then keep it walking. If you do, then just say you do. But I'm not about to negotiate. Once I say my price is my price. I'm not doubling down, because you want to know what happens if I say, okay, I'll take 200. That means I was lying. That's what that means. That means that what I said and what I stood for isn't what I really stand for, and I'm not standing on business. But at the end of the day, if I tell you a price, the price is the price. So now I saw, okay, this person is trying to take advantage, right? So I'm like, all right. First, I thought this person was a buyer at first. Like, I thought he was like one of us, right? I thought like he was somebody just looking to buy phones. But like, when he responded this, and then he said, that's what I can afford. You want to know what I usually say, but I'm trying to I'm trying to take a different approach. Usually what I say is you better make some phone calls. I mean, I'm sure somebody in your family got X amount that you need. So if they need $50, I'm sure you can call your mom and she can give you 50, or your aunt and she can give you 50, right? But as you see, he says, so I don't respond. Like I'm working on a whole nother deal, which y'all about to see. Like I'm working on more deals. So that's why I'm like, whatever. But as I'm working on those deals, he says, I will accept $250 payment. My mom is willing to spare me $50. Where can we meet? Now, this was really weird to me. Now, let me explain to you why it was weird. Because when this person said that, in my head, I'm thinking, well, if you're going with this approach, this is what made me actually do the deal. If you're going with this approach, I want to see if you think I'm stupid. And he did. So you're saying your mom is willing to spare you. You better not be a grown-ass man. Like, you better not be grown. You better not be grown trying to backpedal and trying to say, oh, no, now I can do 250. I get what you're saying, Andy. I could do 50 more now. My mom is going to just give it. Like, you was better off saying, I made some phone calls, bro, and like, I got the 50, man. Where can we meet? But he says, my mom is willing to spare me 50. Right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. Right? This is what intrigued me. So I gave him a location. He says, what is your preferred time? I said, I can meet 10:30 or 11 a.m. Now, this is another big part that a lot of people skip and miss in the negotiation phase. And what I mean by that is we're not as blunt as we should be. Okay. Now, what do I mean? I mean, yo, listen, if you, let's just say you have, let's say you have a girlfriend or something, and she's saying, when is dinner or whatever, and you just are one of those men that's like, what time will you be ready? Or you're like, hey, we just walked into the restaurant, babe, where you want to sit? I'm not that type of person. I'm more of the person that is going to give you this option or that option, and you choose. Because if I give you options and I put you into some type of barrier or some type of if I give you options that create a structure, I can still stay in my realm, right? But I already knew I wasn't going to be in this area all day. So I'm like, oh man, like I gotta like figure out how to, because I really want to see if this is a kid. Because like this guy literally just sat there and said his mom's spirit. Like that was just in my head. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? So I'm like 10:30 or 11 a.m. But I also know where it says he's located. And it says he's located in New Jersey. And this is not close. Okay. So I said 10:30 or 11 a.m. He says 11 a.m. is good for me. Okay. Now I said, okay, see you soon. So now he says, who do I ask for, or what's your name? So I want y'all to remember in this negotiation phase, when you are negotiating or when you are trying to schedule a meetup, you give people the time. Don't be like, oh, well, when are you free or when are you available? Listen, I get it, right? We want to be accommodating, right? But at the same time, we also need to understand we're in business, and businesses don't say, oh, our store hours are whenever you guys can make it. No, like the store hours are the store hours, right? So you have to make sure that you are creating your hours and people are abiding by it. Because if I go to Walmart at 4 a.m. and it's closed, they're not going to open it for me. And that's the same approach that I take. I said, okay, see you then. I don't give him my number. Why do I not give him my number? Usually you want to give the number. Why do I not give him my number? I do not give this individual my number because I do not know anything about this person. This person is giving me too many different directions. At first I thought he was a buyer, then I thought, okay, this is somebody's son that's asking and begging for $50. And I just, at this point, I don't just give mine, like I'm not just giving the number out. Like that's not happening. what's up. Like, I'm not about to just do that, right? So I have to be careful about my approach. Like, the approach matters, okay? Like, your approach matters, and also you giving out your contact does. Because if you, now I did end up giving him my number, and this is where I have to expose what happened. I ended up giving him my number, and then I literally just had to block him. Now I'll explain to you guys why. So, who do I ask for, and what's your name? I said, my name is Kenneth. Message me when you're 5 minutes away. I always do this. Message me when you're 5 minutes away. Okay. Now, why am I saying message me when you're 5 minutes away? Because I'm not there. Okay. I'm not there. But I don't let them know I'm not there. Why? Because of a sense. So having a store, you know this. Like, when I had when I have people meet me at like my store, then it's more so come whenever, not come whenever, but like, you don't have to let me know when you're 5 minutes away. But what you realize is people coming to a location that they feel is a safe space, whether it's a pizza shop or whether you're trying to meet people at a I wouldn't say a McDonald's, like I don't want to go that far, let's say like a bank or police station. Like, I like to get them to feel comfortable. Okay. So it's just all about understanding your boundaries. Like Andrew just said, right? 5 minutes is my boundary. You better tell me when you're 5 minutes away. And if you don't, then I'm not gonna be right there. Like, it's gonna be a little, I'm gonna have to be on my way. Okay. When you tell me you're there. Okay. So he does the opposite. Okay. This person does the opposite. He says, I am 25 minutes away. So now, him telling me he's 25 minutes away, I'm like, yo, bro, I just told you to tell me when you're 5 minutes away. He didn't do that. Let me read some of these comments. Hey, bud, love your videos. Just sold an iPhone 7 and 11 Pro Max on Facebook and eBay yesterday. Inspired from Capital. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you so much. Fan. Y'all, I looked at the eclipse and like now my eyes be blurry. I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, thank you so much, man. And I'm so happy that you're flipping and you're making that money, and especially that you're actually being active. Like, that's lit. That's lit. KRXY was popping. Do you do the AirPods you sell have ENC and are real working serial numbers also? Yes, they are real working serial numbers. And why don't I sell one at a time? So why do I sell them bulk? Because that's a wholesale website. So if you look at all products are sold wholesale. You can buy products at one piece as like headphones or other items, but I'm not making a huge profit at all off of these AirPods. So to be able to make up what I'm taking as not a loss, but as not a gain, as like sort of kind of like pennies on a dollar, I have to sell them in a wholesale at like a wholesale rate. Like, I could tax and then be able to sell one at a time, you know what I mean? But then if I did that, it wouldn't be any profit. Do the AirPods you sell? Wait, are you a bot or something? Wait, you just it's the same thing. What the heck? Turnover page. What's up? How are you? But yeah, that was the answer. I don't know why it shows me the comment twice. Did you comment it twice? I don't know. But yes, that's why. Because with the AirPods, again, I'm not, even though people like $38 is taxing, it's not taxing for the quality. That's number one. And also it's all about understanding what the price points are. I don't make a lot of money. If you go to my website, I'm sorry to divert y'all, but hold on, because I don't make money literally off of this website, really, to be completely real and transparent. $286 for Type-C to Lightning cables isn't making me any money. Okay, I'm just saying, right? So it's more so, and it's not like I get these cords for 50 cents. I wish, but I don't. Okay, I don't. More like 250, 235. So like it's like the profit margins, especially selling wholesale. Profit margins aren't good selling wholesale. But let me get back to this and then we can talk about that. So all right, I'm 25 minutes away. I didn't tell him to tell me that. And then he says I'm 10 minutes away. I'm like, okay. Because I had to ask him, how far are you? So boom, he said, I'm here. He did not tell me when he was 5 minutes away. So I ended up just going. I'm really good with time. So like him telling me 10 minutes, in my head I calculated and I just was good. But so one thing I try to do is make sure I was on the other account. Oh, okay, you good. But I try to be professional. Like I feel as though you have to inspect what you expect, and I'm not a disrespectful individual, and I'm also somebody that is very professional. So I wasn't going to just not show. I showed right on time. He said I'm in the AT&T store. Yo, I swear to goodness, this guy was so annoying. Okay. Because I just asked you where you were. He said he's here. I said I'm near the AT&T store in the plaza. I'm coming in a second. My guy says I'm in the AT&T store. Okay. I told him I'm not in the AT&T store. Now, this is where this stops, okay? And this is where the meetup happens. Now, I just want to let you guys know something. I met with this individual, and this person was a grown-ass man, okay? He was a grown man, okay? A very grown man. Like, I'm talking maybe 50, got to be 46. So immediately in my head, I was like, okay, so you ain't borrowed no bread from your mom. I hope not. But some of you guys might be saying, well, you know, unpack which part, Andy. So I'm like, okay, this guy is, a liar. That's what my initial response was in my head. So we come and we meet and we sit down. Okay. Now, when we're sitting down, I'm recording. You got to remember, because I'm filming a video. Like I'm filming a video. So I'm okay, annoying. He was annoying because he didn't follow directions. So I asked him to let me know when he was 5 minutes away. He didn't do that. He let me know when he was 10 minutes away. I told him the price that I would take for a phone. He offered me lower. Then when we go to meet up, he walks into a store when I tell him I'm near the store, not at the store. Annoying. Somebody that is making me go out of my way to do a simple transaction. So someone that is creating havoc, or you may not think it's havoc, but it is, because while this is going on, I got other deals going on. Like I got people in that same parking lot, 5 people in the same parking lot. So while I'm playing around cat and dog or cat and mouse with this individual, I'm being looked at by other individuals too. So like he messing my bread up. So we talking about, wasting my time. Okay. So anyway, I walk into this pizza shop with this guy. Boom, we sit there. I do everything. I take the SIM card out. And Andy, you hilarious. You might be right, but what he was telling me in the pizza shop was, he just doesn't have the money or whatever. So as we're talking and I'm switching the SIM cards out, this guy says, we're gonna do business. Now, when I meet somebody, I network. Okay. I said, hey, I have a store at this location, and this location. Do you live near any of these locations? He says, yes. Which one? Frankfurt. Okay, great. So this is what we're going to do. If you find anybody, this is what I tell everybody. If you find anybody that wants to buy a phone, or anybody that is selling a phone, you let me know. Here is my number. This is when I give him my number. So follow along, y'all. Take notes. I'm telling you, this is how you grow and scale your business. So when you get somebody for me, I will pay you a finder's fee. Okay. I'll pay you a finder's fee. And what I told him is, if anybody needs to buy a phone, anybody wants to sell a phone, or anybody needs to repair, now you have the option of letting me know. Just text my phone and I will get you paid. Okay. I already knew the pain point for this individual was what? He's not making any money. He said to me, I don't have that much money. Because I said something straight to his face when I saw him. I said, yo, you told me that your mom gave you $50. That's crazy. He said, man, I just don't have it like that. But in reality, y'all, I knew for a fact that you got another 50. Okay, you got another 50, right? So boom. Now, if I don't know, based on those vibes, if I'd want to do, oh, trust me, Andy, I get it, but let me tell you why I did. This is the point. The point of me meeting with somebody like this is because I know that if I give this individual a way, right, to make money, maybe he might help me, maybe he might refer people to me, and he's located in a different state. Now, all of these things had factors into why I dealt with this individual for less than what I should have. So now, literally, about 5-10 minutes ago, he referred somebody to me. But after that, after we sat down, he did a really weird thing nobody ever did to me. Nobody has ever in my life done this to me. No, with me knowing. I've never had anybody do this to me at a phone deal ever in my life. Mind y'all, I can't do nothing to nobody right now. My finger is healing from being fractured or whatever. I can't do nothing. And at the end of the day, I'm prepared for whatever. But he says, hey, Brandon. No, he said, hey, Kenneth, we're gonna do business, but I gotta do one thing. So he started reaching under the table. So I started looking under the table too. I'm looking with him. He's like, no. I'm like, I'm just looking, man. What's up? So then he says, I gotta take a picture of you. I said, you gotta do what? He's like, I gotta take a picture of you. I said, like as he's like putting his phone up, I'm like, mind you, there's no money being seen, nothing. But I'm like, okay, so take the picture. So he took the picture. He's like, cause just in case, anything happens, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and you can hear this in the video. So like everything I'm saying is 100% legit, 100% facts. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, you take a picture of me, that's cool, but that ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna find me from no picture. I said, it'll be better if you just call me with the number I gave you. So he says, ha, yeah, blah, blah, do the deal. Give me my money. Boom. He go to the car. He walks back to me while I'm going in my car. He says, hey, could you help me transfer my data? What? Huh? So I'm like, no, I can't. But what I can do is I can like direct you for a second, right? So I help him or whatever. He's been blowing my phone up since 11:30, asking me how to transfer data. So I had to tell him, like, that's your cell phone provider's job. Like, your cell phone provider, they do that. Me, I sell you the phone. Me, I make sure the phone is great. You handle everything else. And that was that. Okay, so I made like $250 from him.